Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is sponsored by contribution from Treasure Travel. And we've had hers before, so here's her story. Hi, Ollie. The letter below is basically a movie review. I watched a really good movie the other day, Meyerowitz Stories on Netflix. It examines the situation of emotionally damaged adult siblings manage the care of their elderly narcissist father. Just to remind your viewers, I am a middle-aged middle child with narcissistic parents. I have sent you a donation to help support your channel that has helped me and so many people. Thank you in advance for your thoughts. Old Narc Patriarch Prick by Treasure Travel. Maybe I need to believe my dad was a genius because I don't want his life to be worthless, and if it isn't a great artist, then it means he's just a prick. This quote from the movie Meyerowitz Stories jumped out at me. This movie examines the family dynamics of three adult siblings who grew up in the shadow of their artist father. One of the brothers utters this in a moment of self-awareness. The word narcissist is not used in the screenplay to describe the patriarch, but he certainly is one. The movie details a bit of each adult child's story of low self-esteem, regrets, relationship problems, untapped potential, and anger because of their father. Ultimately, their adult children decide, after their father gets ill and almost dies, that despite his deficiencies, they will visit him more in his remaining time on Earth. I'm sure this hallmark ending appeals to the vast majority of viewers. I, on the other hand, was advising these characters to go no contact through the entire film, but but they did not listen to me. LOL. No, and that's what Hollywood is. I mean, Hollywood is basically a gaslighting vehicle for you to accept societal narcissistic abuse. It sets it up for, for this honor thy mother and father, and doesn't matter what they do to you, in the end you got to take care of them. Bullshit. In one scene, the daughter confides in her brothers that she harbors anger towards her father because her father remains friends with the guy who sexually molested her at age 12. It could be a story on this channel. That prompts her brother to ask her in astonishment how she could possibly want to have anything to do with their father. And she replies, because I am a decent person. You see, and that's what they do. They try to tell you that there's something wrong with you if you don't want a relationship with a guy who allowed you to get molested. I need to feel like that. I need to feel like one is a decent person. To have others think you are a decent person is one reason adult children of narcissists remain in a hurtful relationship with the parent. Children of narcissist parents have been conditioned to believe they are not decent people if they don't please their parents. All three of these emotionally damaged adult kids want to think of themselves as decent people. That meant not deserting their father in his time of need. Therefore, they must put their needs and anger aside to cater to the father. Dustin Hoffman does an excellent job portraying this narc patriarch who does nothing to improve, acknowledge his mistakes, or apologize. It is, in my opinion, that mutually beneficial time together portrayed in this movie only became possible for these adult siblings because the father's illness incapacitated him to such an extent that he acted less like a son of a bitch, and so by default was easier to be around. In other words, it is not a tale of true forgiveness and acceptance, even though I think that was the author's intent. Right, they can only be around him because he was because he was so incapacitated he couldn't abuse anymore. And I also want to add that I still think if you are a prick for 99% of your life and then appear to be nicer for the last 1% of your life, your tombstone should still read prick rather than nice guy. Also, what would happen is they're trying to tell you, well, if he's incapacitated and different, you should go take care of him. No, because you're still going to look at him and see the person that abused you. And now you can't even get any satisfaction because they're completely incapacitated and you get no acknowledgement, no validation whatsoever. I think this exact situation happens all the time in real life narcissist families, in which emotionally needy adult children use the opportunity for interaction with the incapacitated parent to serve as the type of closure. Even if one parent spends a significant number of years low or no contact, they probably still have this option. Although I am willing to help manage my parents, pseudo-reconciliation is not appealing. Additionally, since both my parents are narcissists, even one becomes more tolerable than there is still the other. Seriously, if someone throughout their lifetime, their competent years, chooses to exert no effort to be grateful, kind of loving, why is it that end of life illness grants them a free pass? It doesn't. It doesn't. And that's what Hollywood. Listen, Hollywood's full of narcissistic pedophiles, sexually abusive, narcissistic pedophiles. We find where we already knew, but it's being proven more and more. So of course they're going to promote movies, okay, where the narc gets a free pass at the end. That's what Hollywood wants you to believe. Hollywood wants you to believe death absolves the narcissist. Illness absolves the narcissist. That's what the media feeds you, that you got to take it, that you're not a decent person. This is all part of societal narcissism, media manipulation, Hollywood narcissism. Okay, that's what these heartfelt quote-unquote Hallmark moments are about. They're bullshit. They're manufactured. You're not a decent person if you reject your sister's not a decent person if she rejects the guy who allowed her to get molested. That's what Hollywood is pushing. Yeah, based on what we're seeing with Corey Feldman and now Kevin Spacey. These type of movies, these type of messages should be no surprise to us at this point. But it's always good that you can tear it apart, pull it apart, and you can see it now for what it is. Societal narcissism. Hollywood trying to tell you death absolves the narcissist. Because they're really talking about themselves. Aren't they? So, thank you for another contribution and story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, a Facebook live chat, or you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or you would just like to sponsor the channel in general, kind of piss off those dislikes, because this channel is sponsored 100% by contributions from all of you. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more of it, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been The Narcissistic Resistance.